y'all, it's Princess Diana. I try to keep up. I gotta start taking note of everything I say, but I don't know what it is. Well, I guess because my brain is at full rest, at the peak of rest or whatever, and relaxation before I'm about to go to sleep, so I can just think of everything. Then nothing bad, just my mind just expands at that time more for me. Um, I should take notes, but I was gonna say, make sure y'all let go of things, people that are not serving y'all. And it can mean different things to different people, but you definitely don't want to, waste your time and efforts on people, really people, places, and things that don't serve you, but for sure people. And normally this could be friends, it could be people that you've dated or whatever, you got going on. But because you don't want people to waste your time and then you feeling bad because you're like, oh my God, I could have been, like, you could have been saving your energy and different things, saving your heart space for a better person or whatever, you know what I mean? Things happen, but you gotta move a little bit a lot smarter. Some people, a lot smarter. Some people say like who likes you, which I believe that. Yeah. Don't try to, like, in other words, don't try to force people to like you. You need to work on yourself, like yourself first. Love yourself first, and do better for yourself. Make yourself better, the best person, the best you that you can, whether that's based on looks, any physicalities, and just like I said, working on, your money or whatever it is, that I'm gonna turn this way because somebody's beside me. That makes you your very best, okay? That way, when you come out to the world and present yourself well every time, very well every time, and when you come out to the world, then people are like, those people, whether it be men or women or whatever you're wanting to, they're like, wow, like, and the better, I don't care what nobody says, the better you look most of the time, whether people appreciate you or are hating on you because of the simple fact they wish or they prefer that they were put together the way that you were, right? I think it's enough room for everybody to look their best, but I know, how can I say, present themselves their best, but I know there will always, I don't look at it as a competition, but there will always be those who don't care. Some people don't care to present themselves better. They're like, hey, it is what it is. I'm not going to impress nobody any kind of way. I don't care. And if you don't care, cool. That's great. Because you're good. As long as you're happy where you're at. That's what I'm saying. But I know for me, and for what I've noticed in life, is if you present yourself better, whether you a man or a woman, it doesn't matter what your preference is or whatever, look the best you can. Let's say you're a woman. Hey, you can be a pretty woman, a elegant woman, sexy woman, all these different things, a fashionable woman, fashionista. You can be a tomboy, tough girl. You can be butch, whatever it is. Look your best. And when I think about butch, I think of like, and what, I'm not saying I'm a fan or nothing like that. I'm not saying anything. I'm neutral. Okay, Ellen, what's her name? Ellen DeGeneres, I think. When I think about a tomboyish, I'm talking about with adults too, a tomboyish, a little, butchy. But Ellen was always look nice, whether she was wearing a suit or tie, some slacks, khakis, a little bow tie, nothing, button up, button down, clean. Ellen was always clean. Cut, shortcut, if you want to wear your hair long, cut, whatever. Hey, but you see what I'm saying, y'all? Always look your best. Always look your best for whatever you're going for, okay? Know what you want, and know what you want. And then you have to become. You can't just, you could, at first you probably kind of pretend a little bit, like they say, fake it till you make it. Research, art, whatever it is, watch videos, just really put this stuff in your head, saturate your brain on whatever the type of person you want to be, or people you want to attract, or things you want to attract to you, okay? And and then you will have options. And I'm not saying options as in, people come a dime a dozen. It's not about, I don't necessarily think that's true, because there are nice amount of people. You can just switch them out like it's nothing, but they're still people, okay? That's what I believe. But there are people that present themselves the best that they can, to the best of their ability. They are the best them. They make a difference in the world in some way, whether it's in their little small community or on a grand scale, right? They're doing things for people, whether it's monetarily, emotionally, being there for them, or whatever it is. They're contributing some kind of way that gives them some kind, I guess, allure or whatever. People like them. People love what they do. People are inspired by them. People, they do something to people. Leave their mark on people, whatever. These are the kind of people you just can't replace just like that, because they're doing things that a lot of people are not doing, but that's more rare than it is in abundance, okay? But pull your energy back from people. So let's say with friendship, even with friends. So, and I'm moving it again because somebody's by me. Even with friends, I would say some friends can take you for granted. Sometimes a friendship, I think, either one, whether it be you or another, for a friend, you can take advantage of people. Take people for granted, I'm going to say that. It could be on purpose or not on purpose, okay? If you're doing, I want you to notice what you're doing first. Let's look at ourselves first, right? Because so within, so without, right? When the stuff is not going the way I prefer in life, I'm like, okay, let me take a minute and see what I'm doing. Let me make sure I ain't tripping, okay? Let me see what I'm doing wrong, or what I can correct. Once I do that, then okay, I think I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. What am I allowing? What am I allowing in my life? Are you allowing people to use you, abuse you, all these different things, take you for granted, not give to you when you're giving to them constantly? Stop doing that. Pull back. Pull all the way back. All the way back. Let people miss you. Stop coming around so much. Stop calling so much. Stop texting so much. Might not need to do it at all. Let them pour into you. See if they will pour into you. Because if they really are your friend or somebody who cares about you, they'll eventually notice, like, what the heck? Like, their life might be busy or whatever. Like, hey, what's up? Where's my buddy at? Where's my friend? Where's this and that? I'm so used to them calling me or texting me or saying good morning or doing this for me, buy me a coffee or whatever, buy me lunch, all this stuff like that, right? Until you get some kind of reciprocation back. Somebody should be there for you in some kind of way, okay? Let's say, because I was speaking to a friend the other day, and they were talking, next thing, they're a nice person. Yeah, you're a nice person, you're a guy, and you're giving. Nothing wrong with it. But you kind of want to be careful who you give to. Are they worthy of receiving from you? Because if they're not, they're going to take from you anyway. Because you're giving it to them. They're not going to stop you. And you'll feel taken advantage of. And then that's your fault after a while, okay? That's your fault. You can't just blame. Anytime we point a finger, they say anytime, what is a or saying, y'all probably heard it, anytime you point a finger, there's a finger pointing back at you. Okay? So what have you allowed to happen in your life? Cool, you can clean it up. It's no problem. You can always clean it up. Maybe you need to stop allowing that stuff. Maybe you need to stop giving to those people. If you're a giving person, why don't you can still give. Why don't you give more to yourself? Okay, why don't you give to your loved ones? Okay, let's say, okay, instead of me, if I'm a man, instead of me giving to this particular woman who is taking advantage of me, just taking advantage. Like, I'm not talking about no gold digger stuff, because see that, to me, and when you doing the gold digger thing, it should be like in between you and the guy. Like, for me, like some people, they don't care. Game is game. You know, they running it. And it is what it is. I kind of respect it. But then, you know, for real sweet, kind-hearted people, I don't play those games with those people. You being good to me, I don't play games with people like that. I just don't play games with people. Like, I know what I want and I ask for what I want, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? If you not into that, that's cool. We're cool, and let's just keep moving. Okay? That's how I believe. But you know, maybe that's a longer game. You know, but if you live in the fast life, then you know you don't care. But be careful. I want y'all to be careful with that kind of stuff, because people have feelings. They got feelings, whether they are, you know, you can say whether they are a sane person or an insane person. Okay, they have feelings and they have emotions. I don't know if that's the same. Might be considered the same thing to y'all, but be careful with that, because you can get hurt. I don't want nobody getting hurt from playing games with people who shouldn't be played with. Okay, now that if you know somebody playing with you and they got all this money and they like, hey, you know what's up, you know, all this stuff, whatever y'all get into, if that's what, you know, he wants to do, or she, whatever, cool. That's something between y'all. It's almost like a mutual contract, versus somebody who's not even trying to play any games. They done told you, not trying to play any games, da da da, you know, and all that, and you playing games. Don't stop doing people like that, y'all. But yeah, but like I said, the guy said he was giving to somebody. That's all I can say. This woman, and constantly giving to her, constantly giving her. She wouldn't give a kind gesture at all, not even say thank you. You know, filling up gas tank every week, or whenever she needed to fill up during the week. And she never said thank you. And for him, I know he was saying words of affirmation are big for him, and that's cool. But the thing is, y'all, not everybody is on the same page. We have to remember, not everybody is on our same page. Not everybody is willing to give to us the way we would want to be given to. I think I'm saying that right. I'm looking for this restaurant, y'all. Okay, I do not want no Five Guys right now. Yeah, I'm in the mood for a burger, some beef. Yeah, I'm gonna go around now. But yeah, just pull your energy back. If they're not giving to you, don't give to them. Okay? If that's something that's bothering you, if it ain't bothering you and you cool, you ain't missing out on nothing. Hey, do what you do. But, you know, I'm just the type of person, I'm like, hey, if you're not giving to me, I'm pulling all the way back. Okay? That didn't me. And I'm gonna try to park right here. I don't know are they working on this place? That's thing open. All right, y'all, like, comment, and subscribe. I gotta get me something to eat. All right.